Hi, all here from the Circuit Symphony, and these are my synthspirations. So, when I first started thinking about doing this, loads of albums sort of came to mind, tracks, which are fantastic. Some of them like Zuluk and all sorts of things like that. But I wanted to try and think what really, really caught my ear, or my ear, as we say in Wales. The earliest recollection of any electronic sound or electronic music at all. And being born in 1979, I was lucky enough to sort of have some really, really good music around me at the time. And, same as all of us, music, I think, entered our lives before we even knew it. And so the first one, believe it or not, is Elton John, Funeral for a Friend, 1974. And what I love about this was the opening track and the opening about 4 minutes. I think it's done on the ARP 2500, and I didn't just look that up on Wikipedia. And just the sound, the white noise, the wind, the mood it created, and then the way the brass came in, and the way, even back then, I loved the way those notes cut off. I don't know whether there's something to do with the envelopes. Don't want to get too technical with it. And then the rest of the song was really sort of bittersweet, a really nice song. But just that snippet was the first one that caught me. And I've got a photograph of me, which is on the screen now somewhere, with my Fisher-Price record player that played real records, okay? Not this plastic stuff. That had real needle, and I remember just listening to it all the time, just that first couple of moments, all the time. Yeah, so that's the first one. And the second is sort of very similar. Again, it's from 1974, and it's 10cc's sheet music album, which I think is a fantastic album. But it was the beginning of Hotel. Very similar to Funeral for a Friend, where they just set that atmosphere with. I'm not sure what's using this one. I'd love to know if anyone knows. But it's just that bubbling, LFO envelope, distorted, whistling sound. Again, being a kid, a child, probably couldn't even speak at that point. I was just fascinated by how it made me feel. It just really captured me. It was brilliant. The third one, I mean, there's millions. Of course there's millions, but these are the ones that just planted the seed. And it's Vangelis, or as they say now, Vangelis. I used to work with somebody who was Greek, and when I said, "Oh, have you heard of Vangelis?" he laughed at me. So, Vangelis. And it's Abraham's theme. Again, at the beginning, just with those synthesizer sounds, the CS8D and the big, big reverb and the peacefulness of it all. I played this to death. Again, when I was a kid, still on my Fisher-Price record player. And I did have Nelly the Elephant as well, LP one, single ones, but that's a different story. Yeah, so moving on a little bit differently. The next one is got to be Jonah Louie. Stop the Calvary as well, but you'll always find me in the kitchen at parties. Just that string sound, that synth sound, and I think it was a Polymoog. I don't know. I'd love somebody to confirm that. But that's what caught me when it came to string synths, and even the Birdie song. Come on, there's some brilliant sort of ensemble string synths going on in there. Yeah, so those are the earliest things that sort of captured my mind. And then, we're moving on then to Zuluk Ethnicolor, with all the voices and the articulation of the speech. And even though you don't know what they're saying, I know the John Majah either, but it's that expression, that articulation. It was brilliant that's what's always fascinated me, is using the human voice in some sort of way, sampled to make another sound. I just thought that is an extraordinary album. And it still is today, and it still sounds way ahead of its time. It's phenomenal, especially if you really stop and listen to Ethnicolor. It's amazing, absolutely amazing. So I could go on and on. My Goldfield, Foreign Affair, lovely riff on there. I think a lot of us agree with all the sort of same things there, but these were the ones that maybe stop and think, I need to find out more about that. And that's where I am today, sitting in the studio talking to you lot. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Only quick, short, sweet, but I just wanted to really go back to the beginning before I really started enjoying music, just the sound and what captured it. So enjoy. I don't know why I turned around like a news presenter then.